What up, wonderful gaming? Time for some simulation, gameulation. Apologies if you hear any child noises in the back. There is babysitting afoot. Anywho, we're gonna get through this as quick as possible today because I do have many other things to do. So let's go. Here's our day 5 schedule. Here is our day 4 results, standings as of. And the colors obviously are denoting every week what the change is for the next week. Yeah, so we had the Demons beat the Horde in the last match yesterday to claim the sole undefeated spot. There could have been 2, but the Night Elves lost to the Zerg, who were 2-1. So things kind of evening out because we forced it a bit. Still 2 defeated teams, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Now we have the second interconference matchups in a row, and then day 6 will be the third of them, where one whole division will have played, or one of these divisions will have played a whole other division in another conference by then. Let's get to it then. They're sort of in the order of lowest ranked, and then the highest ranked fighting last. So Bad Animals versus the Humans for the first matchup. And of course, roll for the map. $12, 16 total, 15, 14, 13. Garden of Terror. Well, this could be a long one. Okay, Bad Animals versus the Diablo Humans. Bad Animals of Warcraft. ETC. Murky. Alex Straza. Deathwing. And Hogger. The Bad Animals not faring too well. We'll see if they can pick up their first win though. However, it won't be too easy because they are against the Diablo Humans. We're currently 3-1. Yes. No. Yes. Yes, they are 3-1. So, pretty good team as we would have expected from the tournament. Nazebo, Sonya, and of course, because they're actually a well-rounded team, Nazebo. About half of the teams, I would say, are well-rounded. Not Nazebo, that's supposed to be Vala. Vala. Johanna. And Karzan. Alright, game number 1, day number 5. Here we number go. Things should start rounding out here soon at the end of this week. Saturday will be day 6. No stream Sunday. Then we'll get into the second and third of the matchups starting Monday again. We played one Elite AI match this morning because I had a little bit of time, and then it ended up going kind of long. There was a lot of lag, and I think it may have been not just me, because somebody else ended up disconnecting a little bit after I completely disconnected from the game. But there doesn't seem to be any lag on the startup here, so we might be alright. That's both decent skins there for the bad animals. Nice Alexstrasza skin. Murky, pretty cool. Arzim is a alright, I guess. Bit strange. Ball is awesome. Johanna is rocking the Mecha Enforcer skin again. And Nazebo's got Santa the Nazebo. Or whatever. Sonya's, I'm not a huge fan of those skins, but the purple color is pretty decent. Nice. Good win. Purple, a great color. Purple being a color of royalty, color of sacrifice, even color of repentance. But there's some lag. Bala getting a double kill in top lane. What? Bala just took out ETC and Deathwing in top lane for the first and second blood. And that is already a decent lead in XP for the Diablo humans. Quickly grabbing a siege camp, and they'll move on. Johanna will push with it, it looks like. So I'm going to stay in mid. Vala backing from top now. Looks like Nazebo will pick up where she left off. Not his XP to get there. And here comes the siege for the bad animals into mid. And push out Karzim a bit there, ETC and Alexstrasza along with them. But the seed's coming up, so humans are kind of arranging themselves accordingly. Hogger getting caught in the midst of 4 of them, and ETC a bit late on that stump. And they got themselves a 4v3. The human dude, Murky lurky on the outside. He's not going to come into that fight. A couple taps coming out for the humans. A few taps coming out for the humans. Sonya will just do the seed by herself for free. No more contest from the bad animals on that one. They realized they were defeated. Wow. I mean, almost a whole level advantage already. Pretty good read. Deathwing roaming around the jungle uselessly. Be sure to, when you look at the schedule, well, not the schedule, but the teams, especially if you're a big Warcraft person, still thinking about maybe for next season how we can make making 2 more teams wouldn't really help, I don't think, but if we could make 1 team and then if we could make 1 more team somehow, then I could probably make just 1 Warcraft animal team instead of having a good team and good animal and a bad animal team. I think it would help their cause out just a bit, since they seem to possibly be the worst. They're also some of the only teams that I can actually adapt, because the other ones like Protoss, Dominion, all the StarCraft ones, they can't. The Diablo ones too, they can't be changed really. A really nice team fight though there by the bad animals. Hogger picking up a kill on Karzim. That was a 4v2, however, which is probably a big reason it went in their favor. Nazebo and Vala up here top now with Hogger. He's not going to survive, I don't think. Oh, okay, well they back off. That was a decent wall from Nazebo, but they back off anyway. Deathwing gonna light up the minion wave. Take a couple of hits of damage. Murky falls, but that's not a big issue. He back. Sonya pushing bottom though nicely. Next seed coming up. ETC and Alexstrasza for the bad animals pushing mid in, so almost opening up the fort. Maybe that may be the furthest thing pushed. Oh, that and bottom for the Diablo humans. Both have the walls down. I was experimenting a little bit yesterday with some different Civilization 6 AI things. I may do like some battle royales or something, one shot battle royales to start or something like that to check it out. They would be relatively long though. I guess they wouldn't be much longer than one stream of a whole day of this though. Straza in some trouble. I don't think she's getting out of there. Johanna and Sonya putting down the damage. Deathwing is still fighting. Sonya wants to fight too. Johanna's backing. ETC's around the area. Next seed spawning, number 3. Or I guess it is number 4. I missed one of the other ones the humans got at some point. Maybe that was the fight over there. Augur and Murky coming down for this, but again, now the humans actually set up for this, and they have 10s, and my goodness, the Zebo doing the Zebo things already. So that's going to be another free seed, and also then going to get the whatever these things are called, seed guys, plant monsters. Maybe even picking up another kill there, but Alexstrasza is going to get out. Bala takes out Murky, who Alexstrasza walked up into top, and Bala is having none of that. Towers were incapacitated, so an easy go at that. Murky back again, going to dive quickly to Bala once more. Ooh, big lag spike. This may be, well, that fort's down already. This may be all 3 outer forts here. I think it will be. Bala is gone from top, so it's going to take a bit longer, but still going to get that. Well, what a good push for the humans of Diablo. They are, well, they just won 2 in a row, I think maybe now. So they're on a bit of a hot streak. This one being easier than some of the others. In fact, I think their only loss is to the demons of Diablo, since they are the same division. Let go all the grass monsters. The Zebo spiders chasing Murky. That his Q alone probably, if it was a nicely landed one, may be enough to kill Murky. Straight up, 100% him. He's almost dead and trying to back in the weird spots, so hopefully he doesn't get caught out. Augur and Tarzan going at it down bottom. A 2-level discrepancy currently, and a talent advantage as well for the humans. Bruiser camp going top for the humans. As the bad animals grab their siege up there. Oh, the bruisers went mid for the bad. No, that's the siege camp mid for the humans. Other siege camp bottom for the humans. They got all their camps pushing right now. No bruiser there though, or the mid siege for the bad animals, that is. But they are all on this objective, and yeah, the humans are nowhere to be seen other than Sonya. She might just die here. Oh wait, she has Johanna and Bala on the back, and that may be just enough. Bala coming in with an ult might push them off, might not get any kills, but could secure this. And here comes the Zebo. That should be it. Should be humans' victory. They came in just in time, I would say. Mm. Cool. Man. Alex Straza just barely getting out of the range of that, whatever you call it, ravenous spirit thing. Losing the minion, or losing, the bruiser wave top for the humans, but they do still have this siege pushing, so there goes the wall of the inner fort top lane. The wall of the mid fort, inner mid fort is going to go. And the wall of the bottom fort has almost fallen too. Really nice push here. Humans probably going to get this seed without a problem as well. Pretty quick match, not bad. I think it might end. It might end in under 15 minutes. They might end it before the next, before they can actually get all 3 seeds, especially if they give this one up, which I guess they could do, but I don't know why they would. Top is opened up, so there's that. Johanna's like, I'm just gonna go push that. There is a huge fight here. Vala getting saved by Karza, and that was nice. Now she gets a double kill, triple kill, all for her, but with a lot of help, of course, from the rest of the humans. And Alex Straza and Hoggard run for Johanna, who's pushing in the bottom now. Again, siege in all the lanes, so they can be pushed hard. What is it then in Heroes? You get siege as soon as you get lane advantage with forts. So if the bad animals would get this fort down, then there would be no siege at all until someone gets the next fort. It seems to be the way it's working. Human siege going bottom. On mid. Once more. Bruiser's coming up soon. No camps out for the bad animals. They can't get them. They're kind of stuck in their base. This is going to be a free seed for Vala here. Nazebo's going to go. He's going to, without really knowing it, he's going to zone off the rest of them. The whole bad animal team. Oh no, Vala didn't grab the seed, so. And she missed and they didn't see it or something. That was funny. Waiting for the rest of her team. Karazim shows up. Sonya's here. That's a 3v3 that they will happily take, I'm sure. Still with the talent advantage. Vala's going to take the seed and almost takes the seed without needing to fight. But no, she doesn't get it. Now it's a 4v3 in favor of the bad animals. ETC comes in with a really nice ult there. Oh my goodness. That might be a triple. That's going to definitely be almost a triple kill. I can't believe they let Sonya and Karazim both live there. But bad animals get seed number 2. I don't know how much it'll matter. Nazebo's pushing in top. Ooh, the siege goes down. That'll help for a moment. This siege, however, working slowly on this tower. I guess it won't quite get it. Johanna here now, though. Maybe it will. Murky. Look out. Murky egg now. Behind. Where is Murky egg? Can't see it in all. There it is, just sitting right behind this tower. Apologies for the chair squeaking. I'm using a different chair today, not the stool. It's going to help my neck / shoulder / back issue. So I can actually lean back in a seat. Ah, it feels so good. This is definitely going to be it. humans get this, which they shouldn't have any issue doing. Sonya is pushing in the top, the open top. Someone that's just got to gather the seed afterward this time. They'll be fine. There you go. Alright, here come the seedling big monster things. And that will do it. This one alone is probably going to be all they need. Well, the bad animals hung in until after 15 minutes. They lasted that long at least. ETC, oof. He's gonna die at the very end. Alexstrasza is gonna follow, perhaps. Oh, Bala can't get in there. Tarzan dropping pretty low though, Deathwing not. Alexstrasza goes down, yes. And Bala finds the opportunity. Well, that plant monster, I mean, it did do some damage to the core, but it didn't win it. Didn't win it quite yet. The Zevo ought to be able to get this. He pushed it enough at least that fort will fall. I don't think we've seen any teams come back from a completely lost base, but I could actually be wrong about that. We have had some really nice comebacks already. Only in the first 4 days. Even in the tournament, I'd say there was one, I believe, at least really good comeback. They're gonna save one of these long enough. Doesn't matter if he's gone or not. Tons of minions there. 3 strong heroes. Humans take that pretty handily over the bad animals of Warcraft. Better luck next time, bad animals. Maybe one of these first 6 days you'll get a win. Tough with that team comp. Hard to choose. It's always hard to choose who's the MVP of the hero of the humans of Diablo. Just look at these stat lines. Who do you pick? I mean, it's like every one of them could be the one. Every single one of them could be the one. Oh, we're gonna need to like open it up to voting at some point whenever there's people actually watching this, because I mean, how do you even choose? That's why it helps whenever they just tell you themselves who it is. Just give me the MVP, man. And Bala and Karzim had the most takedowns. Bala had the most. I think I'm gonna give it to Bala. Karzim's probably a close second, and everyone else is a close third. Wow, what a match! I guess just a fantastic match from them. Why get Tassadar off? Get out of here, Tassadar! Come on, I care about you. We play Jaina on here. Garden of Terror. Match number 2. I'd say I'm gonna try to hurry, so let's not dally. Humans. Well done. What the heck? What the hey? Alright, they will not be able to pass up the demons, however, so they will just move right over here. That's a 4-1. That's a very respectable record. Bad animals are 0-5. Not respectable. Swingly at the bottom still. Hey. Alright, we can also put them in because, well, they're just terrible. See if the good animals can get their first win. Good animals versus Dominion. Here's a little gander at the teams there. I don't know how much I showed this today. So we have our good animals, Lily, Brightwing, Chen, Lunar, Euro. Against the Dominion, Rainer, Nova, Sergeant Hammer, Lieutenant Morales, and Blaze. And also here's that inaugural tournament results. I like that that's just right down here. Kind of what we started with before I really decided to do the season. It gave us a little bit of an idea of where the teams were, but only a little bit of an idea. As you see here, the Demons didn't go anywhere, and they are currently the best team. Anyway, yeah, Bad Animals versus the Dominion. Not bad animals, good animals. We just did the bad animals, and they lost. Lily, Brightwing, Chen, Lunara. I like their team because 3 of them are at the very top. Lunara and Ural. Ural's good too because the very bottom's easy as well. And they are against the Dominion, Rainer. Nova. Sergeant Hammer. LT. And Blaze. No need for Tychus to join the group yet. He remains in the reserves because these guys are also 3-1. The Dominion, nope, the Dominion is 2-2, but still, not too bad. Again, I think now 0-3, the 0-3s are the ones that we swapped in reserves on day 4. So after day 6, I'll probably do the everyone who's 1-6 or lower. But I'm going to keep my eye on Overwatch because they did get 1 win now after the swap. After being 0-3, they're now 1-3. So if they go 1-6 or 1-5, I'll think about. That's what I meant. 1-5 or 0-6 after 6 games. And we'll think about swapping. Euro wearing that skin that makes me think she looks like Mecha Illidan for some reason. Brightwing, not bad. Pretty normal. Chen, not bad. Pretty normal. Lily, not bad. Pretty normal. White Umbrella. Lunara, very festive, as usual, as Lunara tends to be for some reason. Always in a festive mood. Rainer, pretty decent. Morales, that one's alright, I guess. Morales has some really stupid skins. Actually, I'm not a huge fan of those skins for LT Morales. Blaze just kind of looks like Blaze. He might be able to spike here. And, Sergeant Hammer's got another one of her little car skins on, so she wins the skin award again. I think Euro would probably be next. Ooh, Nova's Amazon Nova. Green Amazon Nova. Or European Amazon Nova. Sorry, I hope we don't miss a fight. I'm gonna switch these screens here, and alright, we're good. Didn't miss anything. Euro, Lily here, Nova against Nova and Lieutenant Morales. And Rainer's gonna roam up top with Blaze. Brightwing is roaming down with Lunara from there. Right when Lily heal combos as Euro goes down with Chen against Sergeant Hammer to make that a pretty tanky matchup. Lily, whoa, taking some tower shots there. Lunar is going to stay top, take a lot of damage from Blaze. She's going to, are they both going to back? She's just going to hop her way somewhere. Blaze is backing. Rainer's taking his spot top push. Seed spawning in 16. That's where Lunar is headed with half health. The good animals coming around the objective pretty nicely here. Lieutenant Morales taking a ton of damage because they're only too strong against this 4 animal team. They take Morales out. Nova coming in late, almost going down herself. There's 5 animals here now. Blaze coming in, put down a little damage. Not really going to be able to do a whole lot. The rest of the Dominion backs off of this and allows the just in time stops Chen's channeling of the seed. Oh man, what a fight. Rainer going low. Brightwing also dropping. Lily takes the Rainer kill. Nova coming in to try to clean up a little bit, but no, the double heals keeps everybody alive. Blaze again coming in late. Not going to be able to do anything except possibly die. And that is first seed to the good animals over StarCraft Dominion. How about that, folks? Are we going to see them pick up their first win? Give some hope to the animals of Warcraft. I mean, I think the team would be not terrible if all the animals, good and bad, were on the same team together. Good, bad, and neutral. Since they are animals anyway. ETC doesn't exist. Murky is just a Murloc. Most of these, I don't know if Deathwing is necessarily bad. I don't know if these guys, all these are necessarily good. Alex Straza, don't know anything about her, so she could be good or bad, but she seems, I don't know. Hogger is just Hogger, right? I don't know if he's actually bad. That's a double kill for the Dominion of Lunar and Chen. No damage going to be there. Oops, sorry for the noise. And now, back and forth here with the seeds to start things off. Sergeant Hammer, nope, never mind. Not going to post up and take out those siege minions. Going to just leave them to take out those towers. Heal combo, Lily Brightwing trying to stop this this seed get. Not going to happen. Not by themselves. You're all a bit late here, taking a ton of damage. It's going to escape behind the wall, which is now down. Morales and Blaze taking out the top wall. Ooh. Sergeant Hammer went down. I missed where she was. Maybe around here still somewhere. She died to a minion. Supposedly. You're all pushing back out the top for the good animals. Seed number 3 coming up here, and the Dominion is already gathering around. Blaze nearby to make that 4. Also, Sergeant Hammer nearby to make it 5. She's a bit cut out by Chen here. Yeah, it should be alright. Rainer and Nova still hanging around. Blaze blasting minions with fire down bottom. Nearly pushing in the bottom tower now. Morales there. Back with Nova and Rainer. It looks like they will get this seed. Wow. With no challenge. Nice and easy one there for them. Makes it 2. The good animals, I guess, technically could give that one up without a problem, but they'll definitely have to fight for the next one. Things not really, I guess, necessarily. Really, the XP is in favor of the good animals, which is a little surprising, but only by a little bit. They do now have the ultimate advantage for just a moment here. Don't think it's going to be anything useful though. Nobody really able to fight, and 10's coming out now for the Dominion. Seed's coming up in 20. Got to be careful with push like the Dominion has, with really just with Sergeant Hammer. Her push alone, and the strength of the rest of her team, I would say, without her there, is quite frightening. It's something that needs to be kept in check. You can't let them get these easy objectives. Lunara is going to be saved by a lot of heals, right? A lot of burst heals off the bat here. Now finally Lily coming out with her mega ultimate super heals, which actually doesn't heal well, it did heal Lunara away, never mind. Ooh, so much damage though in the middle of that fight. That's a dangerous spot to be with Blaze there inside Sergeant Hammer's range. Focusing the Blaze. No. With Lieutenant Morales just healing him right back up. Chen perhaps going to fall as well, and both pandas go down in that fight. A bit of a swing here now as the Garden Terrors come out. I think that's what they're called, right? Now it's coming to me. For the Dominion. They were behind, but with the siege advantage, I think everyone knew it was just a matter of time until they took the level advantage as well, which they have now. They have the kill advantage. In fact, I guess they just got that too. This day was 3-2 until that double kill. Well, the prolongated double kill. Chen Ural trying to fight off this bottom terror against Raynor and Nova from pushing any further into the base, as they've lost almost all of the forts now. Probably going to lose this one. That's a massive minion wave going with that Garden Terror, and it's just locked up the fort before it went down. It just barely. Okay, Raynor Nova showing up now. Definitely going to fall. Siege minions. Brightwing is the only one here clearing, so that siege wave is yes. Siege wave is going to make it to tower for a couple shots maybe. Lunara, never mind. Might be able to take them out. 5 strong for a moment there for the Dominions in mid as they take out Chen once more. Take out Chen again. Morales, though, overstaying her welcome, just barely getting the heals on Hammer to give her enough heals. Lunara, I guess that doesn't attack. It's just a moving ward thing. Sergeant Hammer now overstaying her welcome inside the disheveled base of the good animals. Things quickly turning bad for them. Just from those first Garden Terrors. The second ones, if the Dominion can get another Garden Terror objective, if they can get another 3 of them, Garden Terror trio, then that might be game. Especially by the time they get 3, if the push continues. Nova drops pretty low there. She's gonna have to back. She's gonna have to take 5. Blaze is not gonna make it out of there. Yes, he will. That's a Lieutenant Morales. Walk around just saving people. Ural pushing decently in top because no one's really that concerned about it. Lily's trying to fight the siege camp. She could do it, it would just take forever. Blaze has to back now. Raynor on point. He's got to be careful. He's got Morales, but this is a little dangerous with Ural, Chen, and Lily here. Sergeant Hammer. Chen's just messing around, so luckily that was a 2v2 for them. Nova's there now. Sergeant Hammer, that's 4v2 now in favor of the Dominion, and they cancel the Brightwing because they killed Lily in time. So Brightwing going to take a little longer to get there. Lunara able to get the Lunara as well. That's a double kill again for the Dominion. 10-year-old Brightwing just have to back away and concede it. Blaze pushes top as all that happens. Rainer, I don't think he was pushing mid that whole time, but mid is pushed. Everything's pushed here quite nicely, and nope. Dominion not looking to steal any camps quite yet. They are looking to fight in mid though. Brightwing in trouble. He gets out. No problem there. Lots of heals coming out. Nova ult. Not going to be nearly enough. We're safe for the time being. Sergeant Hammer though, sitting in the on position. Moves out over to the bottom lane. Push that one out just a tad, I guess. And there, the Dominion already prepared to gather the next seed. Seed number 2 of 3 for their second round of Garden Terrors. Which again could, in it by itself, spell defeat. Or the bad animals. Chen though, picking up the Blaze kill. That's probably going to be enough to win this fight for them. Lunar is just going to sit back and channel this seed, and that is 2 for them instead. 2 for the good animals for their first set Garden Terrors. Which at this point they really need, I'd say. But it would certainly give them a chance to turn things right back around. Oh, Nova. Brightwing kill. Top lane. Top lane pushing really hard. Lunara kind of come try to deal with Nova and Morales in this bruiser camp. She's got Lily there, but that's so much damage. She needed to run. Lunara falls.
Another seed is about to sprout, heroes.
That is currently 2 down for the good animals right now. Got the Panda combo now. Top lane dealing with Morales because Nova left and is rotating to the bottom where she is going to make sure that minion wave reaches tower and goes down. Seed spawning in 4. Nobody anywhere near it right now. Too busy dealing with the base. Nova just barely escapes in stealth from the good animal base. She's going to back completely. Rainer, Morales. Rainer's chasing Lily. Morales chasing Rainer to heal him. No one's catching anybody. Rainer turns around, sees a Brightwing, almost kills him. Not quite. Lily and Sergeant Hammer are going to duke it out right at the seed gathering point. Nova and Rainer join her. Morales finally catching up. Lily eliminated. Deleted from map. Ural just backs away along with Lunara. They know they can't get that. That's 2 seeds for both. 2 seeds each. But this top wave now pushing in again the top inner fort of the good animals. Zero will be able to clean that up. I just realized, sorry, I haven't had the sound this whole time. Huh?
You would best be ready to gather another seed,
Should be.
heroes.
Oh, why there wouldn't be? It's always coming. It always comes through the right thing now that it made me set it. That makes sense why I couldn't hear anything when I was playing myself. Because I didn't have my headset on. Right wing Lunara surviving here. Sergeant Hammer is making it really difficult, sitting outside of fort range and just blasting everybody who comes close. Morales healing her up as needed. Blaze probably just going to be able to solo this seed. Rainer's dealing with most of the team around the bottom, making sure they don't get anywhere near there. Nova is up. I don't know what's happening now. Lily has pushed Nova and Blaze off of the point. somehow. Morales here now. Sergeant Hammer, they both come from the top lane. Nova and Morales are just standing here as Sergeant Hammer dies. Blaze is wandering. And yeah, they let Sergeant Hammer fall. Wow. Talk about a throw. But tons of damage on Lily. She's now stuck inside there. So yeah, she's done. Raynor finally makes his way up. It's 4v3. As Chen's not there. That really helps them out. Chen's kind of an important part of the team, I would say, keeping people alive. Lunara barely escapes. Under 50 health. I clicked on her, so now I'm waiting for the thing to finally register that I clicked on her. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah, look at that. 2 Garden Terrors immediately onto the core. Last one taking down this fort, which won't last too much longer here. Well, who knows? Maybe the core may go down before that fort. But either way, Dominion, and a bit of a closer one than the last match maybe. But not quite. 2 Garden Terrors, that was enough. But I don't know, if the good animals could have gotten their own terrors, then maybe things would have been different. Nice. Well, unfortunately, that's our other 0-4 team losing again. Sergeant Hammer doing good work. Again, everyone doing some pretty good work. I might have to give this one to Morales. Just letting everyone do their thing, leading the way. Good XP here from Blaze, Sergeant Hammer. Oh, look at all those takedowns, though. Nova is the only other one with that many. I'm going to give it to Morales. Since it really doesn't matter. Don't need to waste that much time thinking about who gets it. All right, Dominion. Dominion wins. Good animals. Bottom dwellers. Still. Minion. Zerg beat the Dominion, right? No, the Dominion beat the Zerg. So, if the Zerg loses, also the Dominion's 2-0 in the division, Zerg's 1-1, obviously, then. So if the Zerg loses here, Dominion could move up above them, so I'm not going to change that yet. Dominion could take first place. Sorry, good animals. You are definitely not going anywhere. Alright, that's that. Protoss versus the Night Elves. Now, these 4 matches, I would say, because I would say they're all because they star teams that are 500 and above should be decent ones. I mean, they're all going to be decent, I think, all the time because the bots make them close, usually. But yeah, Protoss versus Night Elves might not be too close. Again, we might have the Night Elves getting a chance here to blow off some steam from that loss they had. And same for the Horde against Overwatch in a couple matches. But for now, yeah, Protoss versus the Night Elves. Protoss, Tassadar, Zeratul, Artanis, Alarak, and Phoenix picking up Protoss picking up their first win yesterday after switching Probius and Phoenix. Who knows if that's the reason or if it's just because they played one of the Warcraft animal teams. And they are against, yes, the Night Elves, Malfurion, Tyrande, Illidan, Sylvanas, Maiev, losing their first match yesterday. Alright. Tassadar. Zeratul. Artanis. Alarak. And Phoenix. Making his second start of the season. Malfurion for the Night Elves. Tyrande. There's a lot of TYRs in this game. Illidan. Sylvanas. And Maiev. Here we go, game 3 of day 5. Getting to that halfway point. We're making some good time today, finally. I'm not screwing around as much between matches. It helps. Also kind of had everything set up already to start, so also helps. Could be an interesting one. Again, we already know that the Night Elves have the better team comp, probably, but Protoss have proven that they can win a match. So you never know, I suppose. They could get another one over a highly ranked team. Never know. Could turn things right around for them. Still early in the season, still the first third. Pretty cool Sylvanas skin. Decent Maiev skin too. Illidan's is pretty cool though. You know, Maiev's is cool. Maiev's is probably cooler than Sylvanas's, I guess. Hard to say. It's just more colorful. Sylvanas's might actually be cooler. Sylvanas's looks pretty cool. Alarak's not bad either, though. Sylvanas taking tons of damage immediately from Alarak, though. There's some nice spell hits there from Alarak. Phoenix is looking pretty decent too, but Phoenix, you know, it's easy for him. Wow. Tyrande. You gotta be careful of all these assassins. Phoenix. Oh, man. Gotta be careful of all that poke and sustain. I don't know what I thought Zeratul had Tyrande. I don't know what I was seeing there. Tyrande took down Zeratul for the first blood. Oof. Zeratul making some mistakes, perhaps. And the stealth not as useful against bots because they will always see the stealth. So you kind of can't really use the stealth very much. Zeratul's skin cool too, by the way, but it's kind of normal. Even if it looked cool, it's pretty normal. I'm pretty much between Maiev and Sylvanas, I think, for coolest skin of the match. Maiev dangerously low here to the Artanis, who also made some nice moves there. It's a scary team if you get caught out. If you let them, wow, look at that level advantage, XP advantage already for them. If you let yourself get caught out, especially if you let them stay with you and level to the late game, it will not be a good time for the double heals. Illidan might be alright. Sylvanas might be alright because of her escape. Maiev may be alright because she's also assassinating, but like Artanis, Zeratul, Alarak, I mean, they will blow you apart. And also be blown apart, apparently. Everyone going back to the tap. Artanis has to back completely. Seed is spawning. Illidan is low. Malfurion Tyrande combo, as always, hanging out together mid lane right now. They're going to now finally rotate down to this gather point. Tassadar and Alarak already there. Sylvanas trying to zone them off a bit. Tyrande, oh my goodness, going a bit deep. Gets wrecked. Malfurion also struggling. Maiev comes just in time, takes out the Zeratul, takes out the Tassadar with the help of Sylvanas, and both of them escape, but they are going to escape in defeat as Phoenix channels the first seed for the Protoss. Oh boy. I know we got excited last time too when the bad and the good animals got their first seeds, but they also just got routed anyway, so let's not be hasty. Phoenix taking tons of damage. Oh man. Here comes Tassadar and Zeratul to back him up. Malfurion in too deep. He gets out just fine. Artanis pushing bot by himself. Nobody pushing top at the moment. I think probably one of these Night Elves were. But now getting that camp will help them push top. Along with Maiev, who is dueling Alarak. Oh man, the owl snipe almost comes in from Tyrande, but Alarak unknowingly dodges it. Maiev, you are standing in the tower. Stop it. Night Elves coalescing around the objective currently as Tassadar and Phoenix have a nice push on this mid wall right now. I'll rotate up just a few feet to get to that, but not a whole lot doing there. Outnumbered Sylvanas on the back of their team fighting the Alarak slowly. It's probably going to prevent them from wanting to engage too much. Actually, they engage completely on this. Holy. And now they've got themselves a 4v4, make it 5v4 for the Night Elves, make it 5v3 as Tassadar goes down. And they will leave again. And, well, I should say they will leave this time, and the Night Elves will win that fight. And it is 1-1 in seeds. Seven talents out for everyone for that fight too. Level 8's now out for everybody. I'm assuming at least for the first 20 levels you get a little bit of health and mana each level. So it is at least something to have the level advantage. And of course eventually if you have the level advantage you'll have a talent advantage every so often too. Night Elves probably won't have it for this fight, but they will have level 10 talent advantages, ultimate advantages coming out in a couple minutes maybe, depending on how this fight goes. Currently, looks like the Night Elves are just going to give it up. Sylvanas not faring too well there by herself. 4-man Protoss team easily going to gather this third seed here. Second for them, no. Just in time, Illidan makes an appearance with his 2 healing buddies. Can he do enough damage? No, I don't think so. What may save the Night Elves is that the enemy doesn't have a tank either. They don't have a tank, the enemy doesn't have, there's no tanks. The tankiest person in this match is Artanis, followed by Alarak probably, which is unfortunate for the Night Elves, but Maev's actually just about as tanky as Alarak maybe. Ooh. Well, Tyrande is number 7, so the actual 7th person over is number 7, but that's not the case for all of them. So 1 is not Tassadar, it's Zeratul. Wait, is it just going from the... Yeah, 3 is Alarak, 4 is Phoenix, 5 Tassadar. Okay. Wait, then 6 has to be Malfurion, 7. Okay, 8, 9. Sylvanas. The only person I can't look at like that is Maiev. I would have to just click on her because I only have 9 buttons on my on my Naga. I could also click the 0 and do it. Ooh, nice kill, Malfear. Nice kills from the Night Elves there, almost two. They get one on Alarak, not Zeratul though. He will back off completely, and perhaps the Protoss will have to give this seed up here.
Collect the seed and don't
3 strong, 4 strong for the Night Elves. There's going to be a 4v3 because Phoenix has backed off. Alarak's going to make it a 4v4. Maev's going to make it a 5v4 for the Night Elves, and just a bit too late as Tyrande and Malfurion both are eliminated. And that is another seed for the Protoss, making it 2-2 and making the XP advantage almost null right now. Level 12 is coming out basically the same time here, except the Night Elves are taking a moment to start soaking any XP anywhere. There we go. Protoss, bit of a push happening top maybe. Phoenix basically just holding bottom, barely, against Maiev right now. Illidan gonna rotate down, maybe take her spot. And this seed is definitely gonna spawn some garden terrors, one way or the other. It is on the side of the Night Elves, in the Night Elves jungle, so it definitely is to their advantage. Sylvanas takes out Alarak right before it, so that's definitely to their advantage. Zeratul has to back. Phoenix was going to back, but then he decides to come try to help as Tassadar throws his life away. And this should be uncontested Night Elves seed. Except the rest of his Malfurion is the only one down there. The rest of his team is still fighting in mid. And all basically died. That's not good. They may have just thrown this right to the Protoss. Now Furion probably should stay and help Maiev out because she's doing really good damage here. Yes, here comes his ult. Doesn't really help anybody. Now 4 strong for the Protoss. 5 strong in a second as Tassadar makes his way in. Malfurion gets pulled into the middle of the Protoss team. Oh my goodness, Tyrande just barely saving him and getting a triple kill. Artanis, Zeratul, and Alarak all going down. Wow. What a fight. Just in time, the rest of the Night Elves show up. Malfurion is saved. Barely. Wow. Some decent damage on Sylvanas there. But the Garden Terrors for the Night Elves taking down the bottom fort, pushing top back out, which was pushed in almost the entire way to their Night Elf fort. Mid Garden Terror, Maiev will push in, and that mid fort will be gone for sure. Big fight bottom. Phoenix falls. Zeratul going pretty low. Alarak kind of saves him and almost gets a triple kill. Like, that would have been amazing. Triple kill it in one attack, but not quite low enough health or enough damage, high enough damage. And unfortunately now he's by himself, and Tyrande and Sylvanas will, along with the Garden Terror, probably shoot down this whole wall and, oh man, almost take Alarak out in the process. Tron getting pulled into the tower, but luckily the seed had everything rooted up, so no shooting from the fort there. The wall does go down for the bottom inner fort. Walls down for the mid inner fort. Top is all they have left, but there is still a Garden Terror attacking. Alarak's going to try to clear that. Wow, what a push from the first Garden Terror into the base. Almost. Wow. Tassadar falls. Top Garden Terror is gone. Tyrande and Sylvanas doing their best to clear this tower. They get it. They get it. The mid fort, mid inner fort is gone. Oh man, but that was brutal. Alarak pulling Sylvanas in to finish her off, but they did get the fort, so maybe worth it. Malfurion's gonna escape from the Artanis ult. Maev's gonna continue to fight inside here. Phoenix and Artanis, they have a 2-level lead and a talent lead right now, so it's possible she can do that. She'll just back off though. Phoenix, low health. Eve will hit the fountain. Alfurion fighting Tassadar. Tyrande right there behind him. They should be able to keep each other pretty healthy. Maiev there to give them the damage they need, and wow, they almost won the match with one round of Garden Terrors. Maiev taking out Artanis. A lot of deaths on this Protoss team in the last, like, 6 or so minutes, maybe. Tassadar falls. 4 to 16. Night Elves. Kills deaths for 16-4. Malfurion and Tyrande fighting Zeratul and Phoenix. How about that? And winning. Handily. They're going to continue. Now Phoenix 1v2. He's got to run. That teleport didn't get him too far, but it was enough. Tyrande left. She went bottom to chase Zeratul. Malfurion chased Phoenix. But Tyrande ran into not only Zeratul, but Alarak, and she pays for it. Wow. Kind of big, but they do have this siege, a bunch of siege pushing in the mid, right to the core, so Artanis has to take care of that. Easy seed then. Protoss couldn't even try to get to that seed. Artanis still trying to clear this wave. He's keeping it off of core, or at least he was at the moment. Now 3 siege minions hitting core. Well, trying to. They do. Protoss do keep stopping that. And finally they clear that siege as another one is about to hit, and there's 2 siege top lane now. Illidan prepared for the seed already. Oh wow, Alarak taking out Maiev and Malfurion both in that top lane. That might just be what they need for this team fight here for the seed. And if they can get this, they could turn things around a bit. They would really need to push in the mid. Sylvanas, though, not even worried. That damage, though. Sylvanas saves it, maybe. At least saves the potential comeback from the Protoss. And that should be seed number 2 toward Garden Terrors number 2. Or the Night Elves. Tyrande probably should have stayed in that bush. They're going to give the Protoss another shot at this. Protoss in a better position right now. Sylvanas screwing around with the Bruiser camp. Oh, she comes in unannounced. Finishes off the Artanis. And that seed will go to the Night Elves. They have 20 talents, so huge advantage right now for them. Ooh, Alarak kills Sylvanas though in top lane. He's doing some work. He is trying to make the comeback all on his own. Need to remember that if they do actually make the comeback, that it's probably because of Alarak that it happened. At least that's what it seems like so far. Cass doing some good damage. Illidan escaping barely. Tyrande needs to get out of there too now. Tassadar does a lot of damage now. There's 20s for everybody. This is what we were talking about. You let the Protoss get here, then you need to be careful. You can't get caught out by them. This is what you can't do, Tyrande. You see? You see what I mean? Even a 1v1 situation, unless you're Maiev or Illidan, you're dead. Because they're basically all assassins. Look at this fight. Look at this fight. 4v2 to begin. Illidan coming in late. Maiev just barely escapes. That might go to Protoss. Yeah. Tassadar takes out Illidan. That's 2 kills, 3 altogether with the Tyrande that died just before that. They have this siege cam here, the Night Elf, so it's actually stopping this Garden Terror take yeah, the seed take now was enough to get Sylvanas there. Wow. Oh my goodness. No way. No way. Artanis is just like, he's really just going to let this happen, huh? Sylvanas doesn't know what's going on. She can probably see him. Tassadar now making his way up. So Artanis feels like he can do something. And wow, I can't believe that. That was crazy. That was a lot of craziness. But yeah, Protoss, Garden Terrors. I don't know how much push they really have, but I mean, it's still probably going to be pretty good. Luckily, all those crazy shenanigans was bought enough time to the Night Elves for them to have all their heroes up. So that certainly helps. I have an Illidan trying to put down the damage on the top Garden Terror, which is the one that's the most pushed in. Probably the right choice. Fury and Chiron working on the mid. And Sylvanas working on the bottom. A pretty good split, I'd say, for them. Not quite going to save this fort. Sylvanas going to get it. Oh, wow. Sylvanas did save it. Man, that was close, but she saved it. Saving the mid fort, no problem. Saving top, almost the whole wall at top. In the inner fort, of course. So, yeah, that was not bad for the Night Elves. And they pretty much secured this. If that's the kind of clear they have, which is not surprising that they have that kind of clear. Protoss are going to need to win 3 more seed fights. I don't think it's going to happen before they. Oh my Ev! Yeah, before the Night Elves win 1, and I don't know if that's possible. Unless they just sacrifice themselves to Artanis Laser. Whoa, see? Malfurion walking into his Zeratul and immediately getting annihilated. He had like full health too. But Tass and Zeratul. Illidan, there he goes. Nice wall from Tassadar. Not enough because he backed off. Tassadar backed off. That was an easy kill on Illidan. Zeratul could easily take out Tyrande as well. Unless he doesn't attack. Phoenix here now too. See, Protoss getting a little scary now. Kind of like that Diablo Demon team when you let them get the whole way up and then Butcher just butchers everybody on the enemy team and you can't win. They don't have a good team comp either. It's not like they have a ton of assassin. They don't have like amazing damage. Butcher's like the only damage they really have. Asmodin too, I guess. We'll see them later, of course. Probably in the last match. I'm sure I have them in the last one since they're the last undefeated team left. I don't know if they're playing anyone amazing though. Can't remember. Oh yeah, they're playing the villains of Warcraft, I think, who are 3-1, so that might be a decent matchup too. Hopefully another telling one for both teams. Still early in this thing, so a lot of games before things start becoming much clearer, I think, but they are becoming clearer as we go. A lot of damage on Zeratul. This is a good fight for the Night Elves. Phoenix has to teleport out of there, barely with his life. And that is the Garden Terrors, number 2. The Night Elves. And that should be a win. Protoss can't take any deaths here. You need everybody alive for this. Tassadar is down. Zeratul. He follow. No. Artanis might, though. He just jumped in there. Phoenix in some trouble. Wow. That's it. That's game. Sylvanas is going to make sure that happens. Never mind. Zeratul easily taking her out with the rest of the Protoss team. A nice lockdown from Malfurion, though. Maya picks up a double kill. And, well, they did take out the bottom and mid Garden Terrors. almost the bottom Garden Terror. It's still alive actually, and it has made its way to the core. So Phoenix is trying to deal with the top one, but they were dealing with the team and the bottom and the mid for so long that this top Garden Terror is very, very healthy. Easily going to push down the inner top fort for the Protoss, or of the Protoss. And with about a little less than half health, going to make it to the core, and that is game. Victory goes to the Night Elves. Maybe not as easy as they thought it was going to be against the Protoss here, but they do pick it up. Would have been much easier if they didn't let them get the Garden Terrors themselves, but still relatively decisive. Probably Maiev. Yeah, look at all that. I'd say Maiev is the one. Not many doubts about that. Good match. That was match number 3. What time is it now? We're making quite good time. 9:30. Oh my goodness! Wow, making great time. Dog's not in here, bothering me. But I knew, you know what? I think the door is completely closed. I usually don't do that because if she wants to go out, she's not like she's good. She doesn't pee anywhere or anything. But if she wants to go out, I don't like to make her wait too long. And I like to let her have the option to let me know by opening the door up. Although sometimes that just means she's coming in to look for food. And big differences coming out here in the Warcraft protagonist division. 4-1, 0-5 alliance, somewhere right in the middle of that. Either way, not happening in all the divisions, especially since they've only played one divisional matchup so far. They've played each of their opponents twice, and that's what's going to happen. So day 7, 8, and 9 are going to be the same as 1, 2, and 3, but with obviously with different opponents. Except, of course, they will play the same division opponents. They will play though the other. Let's see here. They will play another funk because in this they each played one non-division but conference opponent, which just means from one opponent from the other division in that conference, right? So that just means now that they'll play their 2 divisions again, and then one more from the other conference that they did not play yet. That'll be for 7, 8, and 9, and then again for 10, 11, 12, we'll go back to the the non-conference matchups, which will really just require flipping what we've done for 5, 6, and 7. So we've had Warcraft protagonists playing StarCraft. So we'll have the Warcraft antagonists play StarCraft, and then that'll actually be all the conference interconference matchups done. Although, yeah, at that point we will be getting pretty close to the end, I guess, huh? In fact, yeah, so then after that, 10, 11, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 would be 13, 14, and 15 would be division matchups number 3. Did I count something wrong? Are there only 15 games, not 18? See, now I'm taking forever again. So see, okay, so the Alliance play these teams 3 times. That's 6. Play these teams twice. That's 6 more. That's 12. Then play all these teams once. That's 18. I'm missing something, but it's gonna turn out correct as we go. I'm just thinking about it not correctly. Protoss, again, staying in their position, 3rd from last. Night Elves possibly going up. We'll see how far up they end up. They're definitely staying at the top of the division. Protoss definitely staying at the bottom of theirs. All right, let us move on to Alliance versus Zerg. I feel like I should probably go check what the dog's doing. I'll be right back. Should probably meet out anyway, so give me like 5 minutes or so. I might as well get some coffee too. Here, let me pop the schedule. Actually, I'll pop the teams up as I usually do because we see the schedule enough and the schedule and the rankings, so I'll leave that up there. Hey, you did need to go out. been outside. We've done our business. Well, we are an hour and a half into the stream. All right. That's fine, though. We are on game number 4, Alliance versus Zerg. You've seen the teams. Now here's the game. Alliance versus Zerg. So, Alliance of Warcraft looking to go above 500 for the first time in the season, even though they were the runners up in the tournament. Crazy. Not having the best of luck so far. Playing 2 hard matches to start things off, first against the Horde, then against the Night Elves. So they'll definitely be looking to get both of those teams back, as they will have 1 more match against the Horde this season and 2 more matches against the Night Elves. The thing with the making it's good to have the 3 matches, the odd number of matches for the division, so that when playoff time comes, it'll be easy to know who really wins the division, in case the overall records and even the conference records are the same for 2 teams. The division records, again, even if I guess the division records are the same, if all of their records are the same, at least their one-on-one matchups will be different, because they will have played 3 matches. And then in the playoffs, they'll play, every round will be best of 3 until the final best of 5. Anywho, enough talk. That's for the future. We got Falstad. We got Uther. We got Muradin. Please scroll. We got Muradin. I really hate this scroll bar. We got Muradin. We got Jaina. You have to be like directly on it for it to scroll. And we got Kael'thas. And then if you, sometimes it jumps like that too. That's not so bad though. It doesn't jump far. Against, was it the Zerg? I can't remember now. I'm talking too much. Zerg, yes. Kerrigan. The Zerg, who is doing pretty well. Only 1 loss. Who is that loss to? Let's find out. Zerg. To the Dominion. That's right. Because the Dominion can potentially take the first spot in the division, because they beat them in the head-to-head matchup. The only head-to-head matchup so far. Kerrigan. Abathur. Zagara. This is another team that seems like, I mean, certainly have a really good push. That's probably one of their strongest points. So I would say stock game. If you let the Zerg get the Garden Terrors, you're going to have a bad time. Otherwise, you're probably going to clean them up pretty well. The Alliance, like the Horde, but surprising that they've just done, it seems like they had done not so well so far this season, but it's early, and it all comes down again to those first couple matchups you have. You have to play some hard people right off the bat, then yeah, your record isn't going to look great at the beginning, but it'll get better as you go. But they are, right now, they are 2-2. The Dominion is also 2-2. I mean, the Zerg is 3-1. I'm sorry. The Dominion just played and went to 3-2. I'm looking at the divisions, and since I didn't write the Dominion in yet, because of their potential to take the first spot, it's messing me up. But yeah, so the Zerg is 3-1. They do have a 1 match up lead on the Alliance here. Muradin getting a little crazy with his outfit for this one. Uther, Lumberjack, matching the green Jaina, who's rocking a very normal skin. That's cool. I can dig that. We main Jaina, so we always pay a little bit closer attention to what Jaina's doing. We main Jaina because she's one of the free heroes you can get. We just played her the whole time so far in my bit of a let's play, is free to play Heroes worth it stream, which it is, I would say. But also, I would say that first, saying that any game you play, unless you're somehow going to be a professional and you're going to make money, so somehow doing so, and it's not going to like engulf your entire life doing so, then yeah, sometimes maybe it matters what you play. But other than that, and how you play. But other than that, it's just leisure for everybody else. As long as you're not playing a game that's really terrible, then no matter how you play it, it's leisure. This game is included, I would say. Watching, I mean, it's the same. Gaming is the same as watching things. It's just more interactive. So if you just take a little bit of the gaming out and revert it back to watching things, then it's still leisure. It's even better leisure if you can glean some universal truths from it, which we certainly could, I suppose. We could, but there's certainly other games that will glean more truths as Stukov takes out Jaina. In fact, speaking of gleaning more truths, that's one reason I was looking into Civ 6. It is fun doing AI Civilization 6 because you do get, you learn like city names at least, right? You learn a little bit about, not really a whole lot about cultures, but like the most minuscule amount. But you also learn names of places, which is always interesting, and you can always look them up further to learn more about them. Anyway, we have a seed spawning here, and so far it's been relatively close. The Zerg has a tendency to, I think, be up in levels just because their push is so good. Their ability to lane everywhere at most times is very good. With Abathur and Zagara and Dahaka. Even Stukov has a lot of advantages to his wave clear. Ooh, but this team fight is a horrible decision for the Kerrigan and Stukov, who were caught by basically all of the Alliance. I mean, Kael'thas was just down here, Jaina was just up there, but other than that, it was 3 strong. And again, apologies if you hear some noises. Easy seed though for the Alliance, and Falstad getting clear bottom. Gonna be siege camp there for Uther and Kael'thas. A second seed coming up. Okay, yeah. Some kids getting a little crazy in the next room, so I want to turn the turn your volume desktop up a little bit, so maybe it drown it out. And I think I can afford to turn it up a bit anyway until the. Let's do this. Seems to happen a lot is these sound effects, man. Crazy. We're gonna turn those down a bit. There we go. That might even out sounds. Wow, big team fight here on the second seed, and everyone survives. Ooh, never mind. Stukov able to take out Kael'thas. Just enough damage. And that is a seed for the Zerg. Yeah, I think this is going to be an important match for both of these teams. Floating right around the middle. Really, I mean, the Zerg's at the top, but again, they need this win to stay at the top of their division. If they lose, they go below the Dominion who's beat them. The Alliance on a little win streak now, 2-game win streak. Poof, Uther goes down. I mean, yeah, Uther goes down to Kerrigan. Yeah, painfully. So yeah, the Alliance would surely like to keep that win streak going and show that they did deserve that runner-up spot in the championship. But we'll see, because the Zerg has proven to not be so easy, although they did beat the Zerg in that tournament in the semifinal to move to the final where they lost to the Horde. So we'll have to bear that in mind as well. And that was Cursed Forest or whatever that the generic map is. Uther with a quick kill on Dahaka. Uh-oh. And that looks like an easy seed for the Alliance there, 2-1 now. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been on Dahaka for a long time, haven't I? So I've been seeing his goopy dragon face down there for a while. Did we didn't look at skins for this game? Oh yeah, we barely looked at the skins for this game. We caught some of the oh nice. Kerrigan falls. Burden doing enough. Kerrigan going into the towers and minion wave. And that is the end of her. Yeah, Kel'Thas, pretty normal looking. Stukov, pretty decent skin there. Zombie, white zombie Stukov. The Dahaka though, probably going to get the skin win. Zagara is relatively normal for Zagara. Abathur, also very normal. Kerrigan too. Everyone on the Zerg is pretty normal except Dahaka is rocking one of the real cool ones. He's got like sparkles and stuff, party favors around him. That is a basically free seed there for Zagara goes down, but pretty much a free seed. And first Garden Terrors already go to the Alliance. And this, there's 10s on both sides. The XP is pretty close, but the Alliance is in the lead in all respects in this one right now. Looking strong. Murden, Candy Murden. Candy Murden and Lumberjack Uther taking it to normal Kerrigan. Might be like upgraded version of Kerrigan, but you know, that's it. And Garden Terror definitely taking down that fort, I would say. Or that fort wall, maybe not the fort. This fort, however, no. Yeah, this fort's probably going to fall because Stukov taking tons of damage here. Kerrigan able to roam up quickly to help out and might just fend things off. Falstad flies in to make it a 3v3 with Dahaka also there. There's a Zagara tunnel. She could always show up there. Abathur as well. Never know where he, well, right now he is. Where is Abathur? Down here, yeah. The Abathur's on Zakara. Clearing out bottom successfully. Keeping that fort. Keeping mid fort. Keeping top fort. And that is where the Zerg is going to shine, maybe. And perhaps is going to have a chance to win because they're wave clear. Both ways is good. Offensively and defensively. To clear up those Garden Terrors that they give up to the, I guess, just better team fighting Alliance, which is probably what the case is, I would say. And again, there's a lot of like global teleport things in this game. Dahaka, Falstad, and Zagara and Abathur, kind of. It's a lot of people showing up randomly anywhere on the map. Dahaka is doing that right now and going to find Kael'thas. Ouch. With Abathur symbiote on his head. Wow. If they were any better, then Kael'thas was going to be eliminated. Uther also would have gone down there if they were good. But if they were good, then Kael'thas wouldn't. Well, Kael'thas might have died, but Uther wouldn't have gone face first into that in the first place. Stukov now with Abathur on him. The shield, is that a Stukov thing? Oof. Dahaka, Stukov, Abathur symbiote. Take out Uther right at the seed, and that is good damage by Falstad. Just enough to take out the Stukov. A little bit of payback. And Jaina, okay, she's fighting the minions. I didn't know what that blizzard was about for a second. Ooh, Kerrigan. Oh my goodness, Kerrigan ult, Abathur symbiote on top of her, and Jaina goes down. Falstad almost a double kill for Kerrigan / Abathur. And that seed goes to the Zerg. There's 2 for them. They have a chance. They have quite the chance. This might be the closest match we've had so far, potentially. Because look at this. Dahaka is pushing down bottom fort. This could be the second fort because they did end up, the Alliance did end up getting that mid one. Zagar is pushing top out enough that top fort for them is safe for the time being. Actually, top fort for the Alliance is not looking so great. Both the forts in bottom are about the same, but again, pushed in the favor of the Zerg for now, but pushed back out by Falstad, who teleports, who flies himself into the tower and Abathur to try to kill him. Has to leave with half health because that was stupid. I don't even know how he knew he was there. I guess because he just figured, oh well, I see Abathur Zerglings spawning from here, so Abathur must be right by this tower. I'm gonna fly there. He just happened to land like right on his face. Or did he? A bunch of cheating bots. Uther is going to die. And this looks like it might be... This is what you don't want to happen when you're against the Zerg. You don't want to give the Zerg more wave push, more lane push. Which I guess is on a lot of maps, but this is one of those maps. Jaina, Falstad, oof! Kerrigan takes them both out at the same time. She's getting real scary right now. And she is, she's also, in a sense, carrying the team where they need it most, which is in their ability to assassinate people, basically. Stukov takes out Kael'thas, again with Kerrigan's help, though. I mean, Kerrigan / Abathur will take out anybody. Especially when they're 2 levels above. Oh my goodness, I missed that. They have a talent advantage and 2-level advantage right now on the Alliance. With this, it looks like the Zerg might just swing things right around, huh? We might see one of those first Garden Terror group pushing right in to the fort matches again. It looks like that is going to happen. Man. Abathur, Garden Terror, Stukov, giant minion wave. Murden and Uther have no idea what to do. Jaina can come in here and clear it all out, but she's a bit slow to do that. And down goes inner mid fort. The core is open. Bottom Terror goes down. Top Terror has fallen already. That's at least saved, but that's one group of Garden Terrors. Good, very good. Dehaka dragging Jaina out enough for he and Zagar to finish her off. That's going to be well, we're not even 14 minutes into this match, so it's only like a 40-second death timer. Just yeah, very surprising. It's one of the fastest matches at this point, but I mean, it might take them a bit to finish this off if they can. Back to square one with Garden with the seeds though, so see what happens in the next one. Probably coming up pretty soon. That wave is just hammering down that wall, no problem. Kael'thas has the clear. They have a lot. They have 3 assassins, a tank, and a support, and a support healer. I guess not the same thing in this game. Falstad, I guess they're not the same thing in any game, but sometimes it's just support. But this game has healer and support as things. So Jaina dueling the Stukov, but he just healed a bunch of health back. Probably not going to be enough once Jaina gets her. Yeah, she just needs to. Well, yeah, that's a good idea. Running into the minion wave didn't help. But well, yeah, there's no way they're getting that. 3 Zerg on the siege camp, but they got it just in time. Dehaka wants to do the other siege camp. Kerrigan's like, okay, no wait. She's like, wait a second, wait. The seed came up. Dehaka, we can't do that yet. So he's like, oh yeah, you're right. And he teleports down right next to it into the middle of the team fight. We've got a 3v3 as now Kerrigan also shows up and will probably not do a whole lot of damage. She kind of wasted the ult. Let's see if Jaina and Falstad can capitalize on that. Ooh, Murden with a nice stun. She's in the siege. Abathur, symbiote, healing. And Kerrigan able to get out. The siege camp almost goes down in the process of all that. There's 3 on Dahaka and the Alliance. Ooh, maybe saving themselves. They probably realize now, yeah, we cannot let. Oh, Kael'thas wandering and finding a Kerrigan up here doing something. I don't know where she was, what she was doing. Watch that back. See where she was on the map. Falstad easily going to pick up that siege camp that was almost dead. Although the one probably healed back up to full anyway. Stupov going to finish this siege camp, it looks like. Right next to where the seed is spawning. Uther here. If Zagara was here, he would be dead in a moment. But she left to go push top. She is coming back now. She had Abathur on her. Not anymore though. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's up top still. But no, that's Zagara's thing. Where Abathur symbiote is. Siege camp gonna help. The perfect moment here in this fight. Falstad taking tons of damage. The Haka, Stukov, Zagara. Still don't see the symbiote anywhere. You pushing it? No, it's siege. I don't. There he is. Now he's on Zagara, or one of these minions probably. Lost it. Falstad, close to dying. Yeah, that's why it's better to have it on hero, because minions die and then you have to wait for the cooldown. It's lame. Put it on a hero. Preferably one that won't die fast. Like Kerrigan, when she's attacking Kael'thas, because Kerrigan with Abathur symbiote will destroy anyone 1v, 1.5. Especially if that Abathur, well, 1 if he doesn't leave, and 2 if he has the healing ability. Healing Abathur is the best Abathur. And he does. I'm pretty sure that's what that slimy bubble is. I love Abathur. People don't really like when you play him in important games, though, but unless you're actually really good with him. And you have I mean, if he works out in the draft, then he works out in the draft. What can you say?
Isn't nature splendid?
I don't know. Maybe people do play Abathur these days. I always liked him, but I know some of the harder characters. It's hard to want to see people play them in lower ranks. In higher ranks, you know, if someone's playing them, they know exactly what they're doing. But still, though, so niche sometimes. But it's enough. It's enough for this AI Zerg. Many times so far, they've been doing really well. Looks like they, unless the Alliance can stop the seed get, they need to get 2 for themselves, and maybe they can push into the base. It's really what they need. It's going to be pretty tough. Falstad catching Zagar out. This should go in his favor. You'd think assassin, yeah, the more assassin-y assassin takes out the push assassin, I would say, in a 1v1 duel like that. Murden Jaina getting a siege camp. Some push in their favor. Not all, but some. They're not totally out of this. Kael'thas needs to be careful. He should have learned his lesson by now. Yikes. And that fort goes down. Kael'thas, all his hard work for nothing. Well, not for nothing. Not for nothing, because the seed goes to the Alliance, and that's 2 for 2. 2 to 2 again. Oh. Abathur on... Oh, no, just Abathur. Monstrosity guy. Probably taking out Falstad there. Or maybe up here. Oh. Dahaka's going to take care of that. Kerrigan taking siege camp. Stukov Keen continuing to push bottom. I don't know who I'd take to win this. Definitely Merton. He has those self heals. Definitely more damage, more tank than Stukov. It would take forever, but I think he wins that. Everyone well over 20 at this point, so they just fighting, man. Jaina can just blow him up if she has the abilities. She's yeah. Ooh. Stukov picked the wrong time to do that. That's big though. That is big for the Alliance. 1 down, 2 down. Zagara falls to Falstad. They're gonna take that siege. Oh man. Uther is gonna get this seed for free. No, Kerrigan's gonna make it down there with plenty of time to spare. She is not gonna go in though by herself. And yeah, Uther has backup. That's gonna go to the Alliance. They have a little fight left in them if they can get this. And I think they will secure it because Kerrigan's not gonna risk that. Oh, she went back in. That was dangerous. I mean, they do. I'm sure they don't really want this to happen. Oh, they didn't get the seed yet, but they might get the Kerrigan kill. Wait, what? Did Dahaka cocoon? Did Dahaka do that? What was that? Was that Kerrigan doing that? What was that thing? It looked like Dahaka's skin. Now we have a huge fight breaking out. Kerrigan, super low though, is not going to be able to live for long. Stukov goes down immediately after coming back up. All the assassins there for the Alliance, and boom. Garden Terrors, number 2 for the Alliance first. But they need these terrors to do big work. Real big things. Jaina. Nice damage on Zagara, who's climbing herself into the base of the enemy, but climbs her way out the other side with Abathur healing her up a little bit. Muradin, Jaina, Muradin might be able to go. That was kind of close. They have 2 down right now. They have nobody to stop this push currently, really. Abathur is going to have to find himself a buddy, and it is not either of the 2 that are up right now. I don't know where he is. Unless he's just got his symbiote. Dahaka is in some trouble. You really can't 2v1 anybody at this point unless you have Abathur symbiote on you like he does now. And now it's a 1v1 with Abathur with you. Garden Terror is down in all lanes though. Easy. Wow. Not quite that great for the Alliance. Having all their... I don't know what they're doing. I don't really know what they're doing. How that push didn't happen. I mean, there was a few of them down here. Should have been a bit better than that with only 3 Alliance or 3 Zerg up. Zagara falls though. Wait a second. Kael'thas indecisive against Stukov here and taking a lot of damage for it. Addition a little bit back out. Must be careful. Dahaka pushing. Falstad sees it, flies up in there. Gonna have to not fight in the minion wave. Double siege right now. That bottom wave, I guess it's only one at a time. There's just a bunch stacked at the moment. Jaina takes out Stukov. Wait a second. The Alliance push continues. If they keep taking people out, it's Jaina, that is not the way. But you made it. Wow. Uh-oh. Abathur symbiote probably takes out Kael'thas there. And the Zerg get one back. It's a 4v4 on the map now for 30 seconds. Kerrigan, decent damage to Muradin. Got Abathur. Got Abathur with her.
Another seed is about to sprout, heroes. Be ready for
Seed spawning. Gonna have basically everyone here for the fight. Kel'Thas is gonna have to run like Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars Episode 1 for Qui-Gon Jinn. Hopefully he is more successful. Luther not going to clear that whole wave. Falstad will though, but they just gave up all their pressure on this seed, so nobody wants it. Stukov, healer, trying to do siege camp, super slow, deciding against it. Alliance finished the siege, their siege camp or their bruiser camp, and are able to make it up to this fight to 2v2 if they are going to take it, which they probably should. Should probably take that fight. Murden there. I mean, they can let them do the hard work and then just wait for this, but they should not let this happen for free. Kael'thas hanging out in mid. Jaina is clearing everything. Abathur is kind of focusing on core as well as the core shield falls. Murden is pushed off in a 4v3. Allstat almost dies. Murden almost dies. They continue the fight. Kael'thas here now. It's a 4v4. Wait a second. Murden falls. Uh-oh, that might be it. Jaina able to show up, but Core still in trouble. Murden down. That. Oh, I don't know what they're doing. The Zerg split up, so now they don't feel comfortable taking the seed. Wow, but still, even if they don't get it. Ooh, Stukov takes out Kael'thas. Now they're going to feel much more comfortable taking this. Kerrigan does finish it off. Even without this, though, Alliance needed 3 seeds. Get Garden Terrors again to even have, I think, any kind of chance here, because the Zerg push. The Zerg push is just too much. It's just too much. Zerg take it over the Alliance. Hard fought one for sure, for both sides. I guess if it's hard fought for one, it would be hard fought for the other two, huh? Well, that is game number 4. Perhaps the closest one, maybe not quite the closest. I think we had one a bit closer earlier. Well, of course, we have to remember that Abathur usually does not die. Dahaka, again, everyone was pretty much doing big things there. XP is usually going to go well in the favor of Abathur, as it did. Next was, wow, very close between Dahaka and Kerrigan. Zagara had the hero damage. Kerrigan kind of close, not really second. Best structure damage. I'm sort of between Kerrigan and Dahaka, but also then it's hard to not just say, well, Abathur, because if you can't choose between anybody, then just pick Abathur because he was everywhere all the time helping out. So it's really hard in the AI games not to say Abathur is the one that gets the MVP. If they win, of course. Which they did. Another W for the Zerg, and what that does is keeps them in first in their division as well. Dominion, though, now we can put this in. 1 second, got a cough. All right, better. Oh, I didn't change the Dominion there. And they do go to 3 and 2, but the Zerg maintain overall score lead with 4-1. And then the Alliance, yeah, some of these are divisions already done. Not really concerned with doing some one side and then the other side and flip flopping back and forth. Just kind of doing. And now we will have the two antagonists versus non-StarCraft in a row. Overwatch first, yeah, Horde versus Overwatch. So Horde perhaps can have a chance to redeem themselves a bit here. What are we missing? Alliance. All right. Things shaping up. Dominion gonna go above the Alliance there. Alliance, unfortunately for them, dropping a bit. Will they drop lower than Overwatch? Probably not. If Overwatch wins, that is. They'll both be 2 and 3. Probably won't drop below Overwatch. For now, because they will eventually play Overwatch. They haven't yet, of course. Right now they are playing the StarCraft division in the other conference. It'll be a bit till they, six-ish games till they play the Overwatch in this conference. But yeah, anywho, Horde versus Overwatch. Speaking of, there's our Horde with all their plethora of reserves. Again, if anyone can think of in these two, specifically the Horde and Alliance teams, if there's any you can think of that could be made into a non-affiliated team, or also with the good animals and the bad animals, because we can maybe those as well, because those can be combined, and then we can make a non-affiliated team possibly. That would be, and then that would be number 12. The Animals of Warcraft would be another one of the other teams instead of 2. That's, I think, what the plan would be. So anyway, yeah, Horde versus Overwatch. Tracer, Zarya, Genji, and Mai, who they or Mai, whatever. They had 2 reserve changes. 2 people come off the bench yesterday and then got their win. So it is possible that Anna and Mai made all the difference. We'll see. This is the team to watch because they are actually, yeah, them and who was the other one? Protoss. The 2 teams who picked up a win after switching reserves, picked up 1 win so far after switching out their reserves. Protoss lost their second match after doing so. We will see if Overwatch can win another one or not. Yeah, Horde first. That is Gazlo. Whoa. Rhaegar. Raw. Rexar. And Godan. Against Overwatch Tracer. Zarya. Anna. Genji. And Mai. Yeah, with 2 reserves, there's several different comps, I guess, Overwatch can go with. Only a few different things that Protoss can do because they have so many assassins. Oh yeah, and also the 2 reserves for Overwatch being a healer and a tank gives them a lot of options. But yeah, here we go. Game 5. Horde versus Overwatch. Again, Horde losing 1 match since we started this, even counting the tournament. So they're certainly looking to like I said, redeem themselves here. Gazlo wearing the bag head in shame of their loss yesterday. Thrall, a hothead due to their loss. Gul'dan, that's pretty cool skin. Not bad. Rexar, decent. Rhaegar, I like those Spirit Wolf or whatever they are skins of Rhaegar's. So far, that's probably the best. I looked at all Anna skins actually just before I started streaming, so I know what they all look like because there's only a few of them actually. That one's not bad. This Tracer skin's pretty cool. She might get the skin win. Ooh, wait a second. What? Mai's decent. Genji, as usual, is pretty cool. It's actually kind of hard to tell. I don't know Genji's skins all that well. Whoa, he's almost dead though. Oh, okay, that's one of those ones. Zarya enthralled in each other. So Tracer and Zarya, do they like match almost completely right now? Wait, they're up here together. Oh, they do what? They pretty much match. I guess Tracer is like orange and yellow, and Zarya is red and yellow. Oh well, yeah, they pretty much are the same actually. They're pretty close. Zarya is a more red, and Tracer's a bit more orangey red, but they are pretty much the same color. And Zarya is more yellowy yellow, and Tracer's more orangey yellow. But dang, that's awesome. It's like the same kind of skin at least too. They all look kind of similar. Anna could have done a little better job matching with the skin she has available. Mai is like all just gray. Okay, anyway. No deaths yet, luckily, because I'm too worried about skins. Gazlo and Mai just standing next to each other. Gazlo is attacking her in a very passive way. if that makes sense. Genji up here by himself, free farming top. Rexar doing the same bottom for the Horde. They're a little bit ahead in XP. Tracer now is able to take over bottom instead of Rexar. A couple people starting to wander around toward the seed, maybe a bit. Here, 15 seconds left. Gul'dan and Rhaegar fighting this siege camp slash Zarya. Fighting Zarya, I guess I should say, slash siege camp. Don't really, I guess, wanna. I mean, it's not a bad thing to clear that immediately, but I think they were going for the Zarya. They were going to clear it, and now they did not. Fight has broken out already on the seed. Mai, Zarya, Anna versus Gazlo and Rexar. Gul'dan now showing up. Genji there for Overwatch. Rhaegar and Thrall. Thrall making this a 5-man, 5.5 team for the Horde. That's one kill down, one kill for them on Zarya. Gazlo's low. Genji and Anna. Anna was low, she tapped. They're fighting right next to the Overwatch base, which helps. Mai was low. She has to back off completely. Anna came back in and got wrecked by Rexar. Genji, a bit over half health, but he was not able to do anything about that. Seed number 1 goes to the Horde, and they're almost a whole level up now. Overwatch, gotta be careful. They also stole the siege camp from Overwatch right after taking the seed. And here comes another seed. Not a whole lot of downtime, but enough for the Horde to push this bottom wave onto the towers, and that wall is coming down. Oof. Rhaegar, Rexar, that is, taking out Genji. Probably getting killed pretty quick up here with basically the whole Horde team. 3 of them at least, 3.5 of them at least, counting Misha. Brawl goes through. He's not really worried. They're like, yeah, I think we got this. You guys do that until Zarya and Anna show up, and then they will say, well, wait, okay, I will come down and help. And Gul'dan wandering very far away from this. This is dangerous maybe for the Horde here. Gul'dan able to show up, able to put down a ton of damage on a very grouped up Overwatch team. Kills on both sides for both healers actually. Anna and Rhaegar going down there. Damage on Gul'dan and Tracer about equal, so fight goes pretty much similar both ways, but all of the Horde are here to back that up, and they will take seed number 2 as well. Overwatch gonna have to rethink their strategy a little bit here. Perhaps not standing under towers. Zarya is gonna make it out because of that shield. Whew, barely. Gazlo is not gonna chase that down. He could have killed her very easily with a W. Bottom being pushed by Gul'dan. Top being pushed by Gazlo now. Anna's gonna try to siege camp by herself. Tracer, luckily, is gonna come help her with that. They should get that pretty quickly.
A seed has been planted. It will sprout before you know it.
Sorry, to clear my throat. Mai and Genji gonna rotate up here. Rhaegar, Thrall, and Rex are already at the seed, so they're gonna have to not do that. Genji goes down. Anna, Zarya, Tracer showing up a bit late here. There's all the rest of the 4 of the Overwatch team here. There's 3, 4.5 make that for Horde, and Mai goes down as well. Double kill on the seed for the Horde. Gul'dan happily just gonna push that, clear that siege camp in mid lane. Let their siege camp push top lane. That fort's probably gonna go. Sorry, Gazlo. This fight is still going on. Gazlo just took out Tracer. Seeds still not gathered. Rhaegar, Rawl taking on Anna Zarya here. Probably gonna do that just fine. Gazlo coming in with a blast. Genji's back from the dead. Gul'dan just gonna channel that in the back. Here come the seeds, or the monstrosities. What are they called? Garden terrors. Big old plant monsters. And Anna is in not the best place. She put Gul'dan to sleep, luckily, or she was going to die there. Gul'dan dropped pretty low, actually. Luckily for them, I'm going to get a little bit of reprieve on the bottom as Thrall and Rhaegar push mid really hard. Gazlo is going to definitely get that top. If he can do the damage to Tracer to get her out of there, then this terror is going to go very far. It's going to go a long way, kid. That terror is probably not going to get that fort, even with all the help from the Horde team. This one's got the bottom fort already, and he's moving on to the wall. Mai is dealing with the little minion wave instead of him. Terror locks up everything, so it's just doing its thing, smacking everything down with its big. Look at that! Look at that hand. Got a big open mouth, plant-eating plant, bug-eating plant on it, man-eating plant. Really, super big. Oh, Genji getting kind of low. Clearing all the other guard terror, clearing all the guard terrors now. Rhaegar way too deep. He goes down. Misha is going to go down too. Rexar is going to just have to back off. They save the towers of the bottom fort. They save all of the mid fort wall, inner fort wall, and they saved the towers also of the top inner fort. That is where it stands for Overwatch. They are also a level down. And 13 is the next talents. So, no talent. Well, that's about to change. In just during this fight, probably. 13 is going to come out. There it is. Talent advantage. Let's see how much an advantage it really gives. Not much. They're not going to push that issue very much. But Rexar is going to easily take that siege. Gazlo, the other siege. Siege coming out on the side of Overwatch. Tracer for the one to do so. One to do the honors. Thrall in trouble. Genji picking up a kill. Feeling a little good about that, I'm sure. First kill for Genji. But this is what you need to do. The Horde is prepared for this. Everybody but the dead Thrall is here, ready to go. And it's right next to this Bruiser camp. I bet they're going to want to take that if they get this. Overwatch is all around them, but not there. Genji left. Ana is not there. Mai is going to get shredded by the entire Horde team. Tracer and Zarya coming in late. Tracer might survive just because she's Tracer, but this is Genji's here now. Thrall is here now, though, for the Horde, so it's going to be a 5v4 with Mai down. Should have fought it when they had the 5. It's 5v4 for Overwatch. They did not coalesce on the seed, so that is going to go to the Horde. Seed number 1 toward Garden Terrors number 2. Rexar going to clear that bottom out, push that back in favor of the Horde as well. Other lanes pushing in favor of the Horde. Neither Bruiser camp is out right now, interestingly enough. They might back off and do that. Now the Alliance should really just take this one right here. Why not? Now the seed's coming out. Now we might see the Bruisers camp, or just whatever camps they can manage coming out here. Gazlo and Thrall next to the Overwatch camp here. Might take it. Nope, they want to push that lane instead. 10 seconds on seed. Rexar doing a great job pushing that bottom lane. They might Overwatch might have to start thinking about that. Thrall eliminates Ana with the help of Gazlo in top lane. Tracer's not looking healthy. He's probably going to have to back or tap. Looks like she has tap. Nope, maybe. Nope, she's just going to back, wasting a lot of time, and that is a free, completely free seed for the Alliance. Gul'dan's going to get some damage. Oh, this is a nice fight here. Nice little fight going on here. Gul'dan, Mai in the minion wave. That's going to help Gul'dan a bit, but she's kind of fast, so also hard when Gul'dan's channeling things to stay with people. Zarya and Tracer fighting Thrall Rhaegar up here, doing a decent job of it until Rexar shows up with Misha. Zarya just shields and runs away, no problem. Shields Tracer, she's out of there too. Ana healing up a bit, her allies here, but Gazlo is in. Rexar remains here. Ana and Zarya both kind of low now, both tapped. Zarya picking up some health bubbles as well. But Gazlo, Rhaegar, Thrall now here, pinning the entire Overwatch team in their base for this next seed, and this is Garden Terror number 2 seed coming up for the Alliance if they can get it. 10 seconds. Gazlo, Thrall, Rhaegar now all top lane against Ana and Zarya. They don't fight it. They're maybe thinking about going back for the seed now. Gazlo's going to back completely. Tracer making her way up. Ooh. Thrall and Rhaegar. 16 talents for everybody. Genji drops low. Big team fight here. 4v3.5-ish, something like that. 4v4.5. Make that a 4v4 now. 4v3. I don't know where we're missing Genji, who's now back. Tracer has to back. Oof, she's not looking good. But oh, wait a second. Rhaegar goes down, but then Thrall cleans up Ana. That's a 1-to-1, 1-for-1, and not so easy, but that is Garden Terrors number 2 for the Alliance. 1-to-1 kills, but 2 Overwatch had to back off of that. Genji and Tracer, all their damage. I'm going to leave that fight. And that is over 1 level. Still advantage for the Horde. I think I said Alliance for the Horde. And it looks like the Horde is going to probably get a victory here and stop the bleeding early after that loss to the Diablo demons, who they will not be fighting again, because that was a an interconference matchup. You know, get one of those, and that's, I guess, another reason to extend the season to double. Instead of doing 18, do 36 games, just because then you do 6, and then of course you don't have an odd division matchup thing. But with that many games, it's less chance that then, of course, of all your records being the exact same in each the overall the conference and the division. And then even if all that is the case, then to split the match 3 and 3 would be pretty crazy, but it's possible. But we could do 6 division 6 against division 3 against other conference matchups, and 2 against non-conference. Which of course is just double what we're doing now. So instead of 18, 36 matches. But I think we would maybe wait. Maybe until next season we'll have different teams, or the teams will be a little more, if we can figure it out, a little more solid maybe. And even better though if we can get 16 teams, but that's stretching it to have 4 more teams than we have right now. Anywho, we have Gul'dan probably, maybe, perhaps. Hard to say. Gazlo, decent job. But just look at it. All the numbers are on Gul'dan. He didn't die. 10, everyone had kinda, I guess, not really actually. He had the least amount, but the most damage, so obviously he was in the fights. I don't know how he has the most damage and the least takedowns, but gonna have to give it to Gul'dan. Happens a lot. For good reason. He's strong. He's an integral part of the team. Next. Sorry for all the blinking. Next and last. Villains versus demons. We shall see if the villains can keep up with the Horde. They thought maybe they were going to have a chance with the Horde losing one. Maybe the Horde wouldn't be as good as they seem, but now they have to face the team who beat the Horde, so they may drop below 500, which I don't think any team wants to be there. Again, I think we're going to take, I don't know, there's 12. Take 8? No, I think we just take 6. That's why it's good to have 16 teams, because then you take 8, it's half of it. You take 8 now, it's like only 4 are not going. It's basically saying just 1. Well, okay, I guess wait. Yeah, 4 aren't going, so you're saying 1 from each division basically isn't going to make it, unless one division is just completely horrible and only has 1 that's any good and gets the division spot. But if you're going to take 8 of 12, then you're basically taking all but the last one in each division. I think we'll go with 6, because then it ends up you take the best in each division, and then you take, I guess, just the best 1 more from each conference, and then the best 1 out of everyone that makes it from the conference, which is one of the division winners, gets the bye in the first round, which is already quarterfinals ish, because there's byes, so it's not necessarily quarterfinals. That then moves them necessarily into the semifinal, where there's only 4 left, and then into the final, if whoever wins that, into the final, where there's of course 2 left and somebody has to come out the winner. Anywho, That's, I think, how it'll go. I like it. I would really like it to be 8. It'd be even better if it was 10, but we can't get anywhere near 10 right now. We definitely would need to get to 16 if I want to do 8. I think 14 would work, but 14 is hard to do divisions of 14, so we need to either have 12 or 16 teams total. We would have to, I mean, dang. Yeah, because scheduling would then become a little harder too. Probably not much harder, but a bit harder. We could also just use a scheduling. There might be some kind of scheduling software that would make things easier on me next season. This season, it's simple enough. All right, villains versus demons. Our headline matchup for today. Villains first. Villains on the blue side. That is Villains of Warcraft. Arthas. Oh, I do that every time. Stitches. Ragnaros. Anubarak. Kel'Thuzad. There's the villains. And they are against the demons of Diablo. The best team right now. The only undefeated team left. Diablo, of course, first. Asmodin. The Butcher. And there you see why they're so strong right off the bat. And then they round themselves off with Leoric and Malthael. And they have one in reserve, but doesn't really change their team comp a whole lot. It is it is Mephisto, so it seems to me like basically a kind of like Malthael in many ways. All right. Final match. The 2 and 3 villains. I mean, 2 and 2 villains, I suppose. Probably soon to be 2 and 3, but hey, you never know which team is going to be the one to upset the top guys. Decent Arthas skin. I think he had a similar one on yesterday, but not the frosty version. Ragnaros, again, rocking just a normal one as usual. He doesn't like to get fancy. Anubarak, also not getting fancy this time, I don't think. That's the normal one for him. Stitches, as always, wearing some cool PJs. Kel'Thuzad, relatively normal. Actually, very normal, which he's usually not. Leoric, rocking one of those Star King, I don't know, Star Enforcer skin, whatever. Diablo, pretty normal. Malthael, again, gonna go with the Christmas skin. You always have one. There's always one. Butcher is all sorts of stuff going on, but he's pretty normal too. Sorry, pop my other screens up here. Did we miss? Asmodin. Very normal Asmodin skin, so I'd say Leoric, Stitches, one of those two maybe take it. The skin win, that is. Malthael and Butcher against Anubarak, Arthas, Leoric now coming in maybe to get the first blood. No. Back out of those towers. Ragnaros and Stitches pushing the mid. So Asmodin has to back off of Kel'Thuzad in bottom lane, and Diablo is down there too. He's kind of just roaming for the moment. Asmodin was roaming, but then decided to go back down to bottom lane. Ragnaros Stitches against Diablo, and Butcher is backed off now, so just Diablo. Leoric gonna come help him out. Stitches is gonna back to tap. Ragnaros is gonna back completely. He's even lower health. Malthael's low at top lane. Diablo roaming up there now. Leoric also back up to top. He's trying to come in and do some damage to Anubarak under the tower. Not very smart. Loses about half his health. Anubrak loses less, but then also picks up the health bubble. Comes back at Leoric, does a decent bit of damage. Leoric, though, doing some of his own damage back, and the Butcher now finds Anubrak out. Can lay a bit more damage down on him. He's going to be pretty safe. Stitches is coming from the other side, and he's not really paying too much attention to the Butcher. Takes about half his health in damage. Leoric, the only one on seed right now. Ragnaros for the villains is pretty close by. Offset that. Sorry for the banging noises now happening nearby. Asmodin do his Asmo things. Diablo Malthael here too for the Diablo demons. Arthas, Ragnaros, Kel'Thuzad, Anubrak, making 4 for the villains of Warcraft. And they are going to eliminate Diablo. 16-second death timer for him. Malthael in trouble now. 4v3 for the demons, and he goes down too. Kel'Thuzad gets the kill. Stitches now finally makes it their 5th man for for the villains, but they just leave and you can't let that happen. That's the last thing you can let happen. You won the fight and then you gave the demons the seed. It's not the way to win. Take that siege camp now. Diablo running around like he's been this whole time, like some big dinosaur thing. Kel'Thuzad thinking about siege. No. About half health for him. Maybe he's going to go hit tap. Yes. There's a 3v3 happening with a bunch of beefy people. Arthas, Anubrak, Stitches, the 3 tanks of the villains versus Malthael, Asmo, and Butcher. Actually, the 3 non-tankies of the demons. It's just hard to tell. Butcher going after Stitches. It's going to get scary. Start getting scary. Malthael, Asmodin making their way to the sea. Leoric and Kel'Thuzad fighting top lane near that. Oh, what a dunk! Kel'Thuzad goes down. Seed spawning. Demons with the advantage slightly right now. They'll clear that. Wow, very fast. And ooh, Stitches pulls Malthael. That was a nice pull. Ragnaros, a nice fireball. Not a whole lot of follow-up there from the pull. Stitches is in the very middle of that fight. Can't get any more in the middle. A little bit of help, but not enough. Anubrak and Arthas are there too now. Ragnaros catches himself in the middle. Barely gets out alive. Anubrak now coming down for some reason. Ragnaros going to try to zone the team off of him. Oh my goodness, he almost gets dunked by Asmodin. He lives though. Anubrak lives, getting out of there. Malthael and Diablo can't finish him off. Butcher and Leoric now going to take another siege camp after another successful siege for the Diablo demons. Should be 1-1, but it's not. It's 2-0 demons over the villains of Warcraft. Ooh, Kel'Thuzad gets a kill on Malthael though, bottom lane. Malthael probably going a bit too deep there, wherever he was. There's that camp finally for them. No camps yet right now coming out for the villains. Oh, never mind. Take that back. They are getting their mid-siege. Siege spawning near that. Right next to that, in fact. Oh, stop crying. They're not going to play with you anyway. Talking to my dog, not you. Or the AI. Leoric and Diablo pushing really hard in this bottom tower. They're under the tower with no minions, and they have been caught. Diablo, that is, has been caught by Anubrak and Stitches. Almost dies. Are they going to chase this? They should chase that. They have the ability. No, they don't. Why? But Diablo has to back Leoric, and Butcher may not be able to fight this 3-man team. Malthael and Asmodin right behind those demons, those big demons though. Kel'Thuzad gonna try to channel the... Oh, Butcher gets there just in time. Does some damage. Stitches pulls the Butcher back in. He says, "Come here." Doesn't matter. There's just a massive fight right, and there's just everyone's getting hit. Kel'Thuzad goes down first. Arthas follows him. That's 2 for the demons. 3 for the demons as Anubrak also falls to Malthael. Diablo gonna get number 3 pretty easily for the demons there. They also had, probably for that fight, ultimate talents out, so that helps. Garden Terrors pushing in. That's even so, even being the last match, we probably, you know, the demons rightfully earned the final match spot, I guess, being the only undefeated team left. And but we did know that this was probably going to be the case. Not for sure, but demons are. I mean, the villains are 2-2. Demons are 4-0. So far, they would be the favorites, right? And they're certainly looking to be still. The villains actually have a very similar team comp, I would say. What they don't have, though, is this guy. I think this guy is everything. He makes the difference. Him and that guy with that health bar and the ability to come back immediately most of the time if you're not feeding. Oh boy, the Ragnaros getting some decent damage down there. You never know though. You never know. Malthael taking a lot of shots from the tower. Asmo and Malthael in mid. Not looking great. Nubrak Arthas could take this Malthael down as Asmodin left to tap, but he's back now. Diablo's there too now. They back off. That's probably good for them. The Orc soaking up XP top. Stitches soaking up XP bottom for the villains to counter that. Asmodin is kind of nearby, so he will fully counter the Stitches push. Do a bit of damage there. I don't think Stitches is too concerned. He did heal a lot of that back. And he's taking a decent bit of damage now, though. Reconsidering the fight, yes. Asmodin wins. He can just push that lane now. Kel'Thuzad and Arthas, though, are going to push top for the villains. So, kind of just swapping lane pushes as the siege pushes in those lanes for their respective teams. No, Butcher and Diablo taking the siege for mid. Perhaps, no. It will be a little offset. Malthael Lior getting out of there. Ragnaros pushing them off. With a lot of things to worry about there, bottom lane. And the Bruiser camp, yes, is going to come out for the demons right before Seed spawns right next to that Bruiser camp, too. That is certainly going to be worrisome. They'll take care of that siege, no problem. That siege camp, that is, for the villains, and this is going to be a free seed again, I think, for the demons. No, the villains will try to contest that. Stitch is just missing that really, like, super long pool. Kel'Thuzad annihilated. It's a 5-man strong demon team. 4-man strong demon team, that is, against only 4 left for the villains. Ragnaros not there. Seed goes to the demons. No talent advantage, but 2-level advantage. Talent advantage going to come out soon, though, for the demons again. Leoric Diablo with that Bruiser camp pushing hard in the top lane. Butcher solo pushing in the mid. Asmo and Malthael. Well, Malthael running from bottom lane. Asmo is going to go help him. Doesn't need to. Bottom lane going to get cleared out. What was there, at least, by Kel'Thuzad and Nubrak, who pushes it out a bit further. Kel'Thuzad goes up to help for this big push that's happening top lane. They're going to take out the Bruiser. Leoric just backs off. Diablo stays a bit, thinks about it. He leaves too. Butcher and Asmodin pushing hard, though still in the middle lane. It was just Butcher. Asmodin joined him at some point. Probably after realizing he didn't need to help Malthael. They got Kel'Thuzad. I don't know what just happened there. He took like no damage from that dunk. Butcher Luckily, Butcher was not attacking him. Butcher was dealing with the rest of the villain team, and now the problem he gets on his horse. The problem is that every time he does that, the rest of the AI forgets that the Butcher is still there until he comes back out. And it's like, oh wait, back to team fight. So the Butcher survives that. The villain's not completely out of it. Down in talent right now. Oof, Malthael takes out Stitches. This is a big fight down here. Big team fight. Big win for the demons again. Oh. The villain needed that Malthael. Seed spawning on their side. But I don't think it's going to be enough. No, Asmodin eliminates Kel'Thuzad in top lane right next to where Seed's spawning. Nubrak's going to try to stop that top lane push. Pretty hard push with the siege there. Just the one siege minion. Lane siege minion. Butcher and Leor quickly on to this seed. And yes, that is going to be Ragnaros. Just barely hits with that fireball. Butcher stunning Ragnaros. Ragnaros definitely the one you would want to focus out of the two, he and Anubrak. Anubrak now stuck there because Stitches pulled Ragnaros out. Anubrak easily going to get out himself. He's going to keep poking to make sure the seed doesn't come up. And whoa! Malthael says, you're done. And bops Anubrak, who flops himself over this way. And that seed is number 3 for the demons. Oof. That might be the end there. It might have just done it. Level 19.5 for the demons. They are closing in on what'll just be the finish. The finisher. Yes, 20 coming up now. Now. Nope, there's no minions. They killed all the minions now. Or what? Oh, these minions were left. Those forts are all falling. Yep, 3 Garden Terrors left. All of the forts gone. Yowza. One of the shortest, I don't know if it was the shortest, but oh, there goes a Nubrak flying around again, dead. Arthas goes flying over this way, dead. Whew. Asmodin, Leor, Garden Terrors, GG. Stitches don't want none of that. Quite the decisive victory to finish things off today, but you'll have that with the undefeated team, I suppose. Asmodin, Butcher. Leoric finally didn't play terribly. That's good. I mean, he hasn't been as bad as some Leoric players I've been with. Just constantly feed. Again, everyone just doing pretty well. The match was fast, so no one needed to really carry everybody else. If anybody, really, I mean, it'd be between Asmodin and the Butcher, I would say. And I think Asmodin probably takes it this time. Yeah, let's give it to Asmo. Cool. Well, there you have it, folks. Day 5 in the books. Almost officially, completely. Once we do that, now it's in the books. See, the books, there it is, in the books. Villains. Copy them over here. They're giving the bad animals a chance to, well, actually, yeah, let's see. We are at day 5 now. We are gonna stay with 18 games for the first season. I wanted to make it kind of short so we can see. I mean, I did the tournament. Tournament worked out really well, so I decided to do the short season, which is working out, I would say, really well as well. So we'll probably do a long season afterward, but I want to finish the whole shorter season up. get to the playoffs, get the championship done. Then we'll move into the new season. We'll switch some teams up probably. So because of that, we're actually moving very close now to the 1/3 of the way through. We're actually now over halfway, or over a quarter of the way through the season. Overwatch. Get down here. Demons. Yeah, up here. Now that's going to be tough for Overwatch to come back at all in this division and have a chance. So their playoff hopes are almost dashed already. But they do have that one win. Let's not forget they have that one win. 1-4-4-1, 5-0. 1-4-3-2-4-1, 0-5-2-3-4-1, 0-5-2-3-4-1. So right now, as it stands, we're taking 6 total. That's 3 from each conference. That's definitely 1 from each division, and then that's the other highest of the 4 left from 1 of them from each conference. So for the Warcraft conference, it would be currently the Night Elves and the Horde, who have the same record the whole way through, so it would be hard to say. They would eventually play each other. Actually, they would be playing each other twice, so we'll see what happens with that as well. Who would take that top seed, because that'll matter too for the bye, who ends up that first seed. So either the Night Elves or the Horde, but they would take the division wins at this point. Very solidly take them. And then following that, one more that gets in the wild card, you could say, would either be the Alliance or the Villains. Right now, if we're taking the conference wins into which we probably would then into consideration, the Villains would take the wild card. But because of that, then that means that the Good and Bad Animals, even though they're 0-5 right now, they're only 2 games back, because they will also be able to play these Villains in the Alliance again a couple times in the case of the division rivals. So get some wins there, and then also get wins over those rivals that you need to get wins against. And they could, I mean, they still definitely have a chance to make it in now. We move down here, and this is the conference where the 2 0-4s or 0-3s actually ended up with wins yesterday, moving and finally getting their first ones, getting out of the defeated, which these 2 still are. But this may be a bit harder here, because we have the 5-0 Demons definitely taking currently the first seed. Zerg would be winning the StarCraft division, and then the Humans would be taking the wild card spot with 4-1 right now. And so really right now you're looking at this is they're 2 games back. They're 3 games. Overwatch and Protoss 3 games back from the conference to get that last conference spot, that wild card spot from the Humans. Dominion has obviously a better chance, only 1 game back from that spot, and in fact only really 1 game, only kind of like half a game-ish back from the Zerg in winning the division. But Overwatch and Protoss, even with that 1 win so far, they might have a much tougher time getting into the playoffs at this point than the Good and Bad Animals, I would say. But we'll see what happens. It only takes a couple wins, put a couple wins together, and all that can change. Let's do this too before we leave. Villains lost, and the Demons and the Horde victorious. So, as you can imagine, most of this is going to stay the same. Protoss, Overwatch. Now here's where things change a bit. Alliance will go next. Villains after them, both of which have lost to the Demons at this point. I'd say that about most teams, I guess. At least everybody, for now at least. Alliance and Villains, and then the Dominion. That is the only change, really. Then we got our humans, night elves, Zerg, horde. See, this isn't really even necessary to have this bottom part because, as you saw, we just figured out everything we needed to from the division standings. But I don't know. It's kind of nice to see overall where everyone stands in like a power rankings sort of thing. So there are the power rankings for day 5. Demons, of course, still at the top. Horde maintaining their spot in second still. Zerg as well, staying there after Zerg, humans, and Alliance. Oh, never mind. That really did change. That's right, because Night Elves, Villains, Dominion. Things changed here, things changed there, but mostly changed down here. So even though some of these guys lost their match previously, they stay now 2 wins in a row. Actually, I guess just one win, huh? Just one win, enough to stabilize a bit here. That's the Zerg and the Night Elves. The Horde too, pretty much. And the humans though, they're on a bit of a climb here. Let's see, where were they? 1-1. They started 0-1, so they went 2-1, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. Humans, 4-game win streak right now. And they played, of course, the Demons first, so that's their one loss. So the humans may be a bit better than they seem. Who knows? We'll find out. Don't forget where they did end up over here. Losing to the Zerg in the semifinals in that inaugural tournament. I know I bring it up a lot, but just in case you're just tuning in randomly. Day 6, I guess we can do this finally before we leave. This would be, don't really have to have the order correct at first, but we'll do bad animals will have to fight. They had the humans, they had Overwatch. Yikes. That means, sorry, bad animals. Could you imagine if the bad animals got their first win against the demons? That would be nuts. Could happen. We'll find out tomorrow. Maybe they'll get the right map roll. Who knows? And we'll do the bad animal, the good animals, that is, which will be against. They've played the Dominion. They've played the Protoss. Yes, so they get the Zerg. What? Okay, I'm almost done. Don't worry. Keep getting antsy. And finally, that would, well, actually, those are 2 different divisions. So let's do the Protoss. Protoss had Night Elves and Protoss had good animals. So Protoss gets Alliance. And then we get, probably switch those around. Down here though. So stop, Poppy. Just wait a second. And we can do Protoss, Zerg, Dominion against who's left? Night Elves, huh? Dominion versus Night Elves. Ooh, it's going to be a good one. And they were both home. Dominion, Night Elves both away. Dominion, Night Elves both, or yeah, away. Dominion, Night Elves. Dominion versus Night Elves. Then we got dog, you are so annoying. Get out of here, you goofball. The villains will be up against the humans, I guess. The villains. Nope, villains had the humans already. Villains had the demons, so villains get Overwatch. Maybe that's our first one. And finally, the Horde we didn't do yet. The Horde gets the humans. Horde had Overwatch. Yep, and Horde had demons. Horde gets humans. Humans versus Horde. Should that be the last match? 2 4-1s. Zerg and Night Elves, are they? Zerg and good animals. Dominion and Night Elves, though. Dominion's not a bad one. Villains, so let's do Humans Horde. Dominions and Night Elves will be second. Demons, bad animals. Zerg, good animals. Demons, bad animals. That's good. Villains and Alliance are both 2 and 3. Overwatch, Protoss, both 1 and 4. Those will be good matches too, though. Those could even the score for some teams, or again put a little bit of a chasm between them. I think I like that order though. So, oh, really, I couldn't do that again if I tried. How did I do that? Do you have to click? And I don't even know how I did that. Oh, there we go. I know how to do it on a phone. There we go. Now I know how to do it on here too. That's day 6 though. This is day 5 in the books. That's day 6 scheduled now. And I will see you tomorrow for that at about 8 o'clock. Peace.